King Mohammed V of Morocco is dead. Shown here in 1957 when he visited President Eisenhower, he waged a long and bitter struggle to end the protectorate of France over his country. Independence came a year before this visit when Mohammed, then Sultan, took the throne. He was monarch of a nation still closely linked economically with France and the West, but a leader of African nationalist states, and drifting year by year toward increasing contact with the Soviet. Age 51, Mohammed died of a heart attack following a minor operation on his nose. Shown inspecting the reconstruction of earthquake-shattered Agadir is Mohammed's son, Prince Moulay Hassan III. Facing strong left-wing opposition, one of his first acts is to post security troops at strategic points throughout the nation. Britain's Queen Elizabeth continues her epic tour of the Indian subcontinent, arriving from Pakistan at Calcutta, where an estimated 2 million line the route of the royal motorcade. It's one of the greatest welcomes of Elizabeth's tour, and one of the greatest India has given any visitor from abroad. Although India has been independent more than a decade, strong links to Britain remain, which the Queen's trip has helped to reaffirm. She and Prince Philip visit Calcutta's treasured Victoria Memorial. Both are great-great-grandchildren of Queen Victoria, who was the first Empress of India. From the memorial on to the Royal Calcutta Turf Club, where the chief race on the card will be the Queen Elizabeth II Cup. There's a capacity crowd on the stands, both in honor of the visitor and of the event, which features some top English entries. It's the Ascot of India. Turf enthusiast herself, the Queen presents the cup. In London, midst the night of the royal film performance, Queen Mother Elizabeth and Princess Margaret are radiant as they arrive with Margaret's husband, Anthony Armstrong Jones, for the event that is traditionally the night of the year in London's glittering West End. Princess Margaret's chic new hairdo takes the spotlight away from the British film stars who gathered to be presented to the royal visitors. The presentation has for years been a high point of the evening, which is staged for the benefit of the film industry's own charity fund. On this brilliant night, star billing goes to a lovely princess. Japan's favorite baby poses for his first birthday portraits. It hardly seems a year since the nation rejoiced at the glad tidings of his birth to Crown Prince Akihito and Princess Michiko. Now, all of 1 year old, little Prince Hiro happily plays with his mother in scenes of delightful informality. Prince Hiro is getting a modern upbringing by modern parents, and it looks like everything is working out just dandy. In Paris, the closely guarded summer collection of the House of Dior has its first preview, and the showing is a sensation throughout the world of haute couture. These 4 flowery garden party dresses are typical of the new line, which, like other Paris collections, marks a return to the look of the 1920s, but unlike other collections, bears the mark of a new designing talent. Wearable but elegant is the hallmark of all of them. Less flutter and more shape, despite the tight hip lines. This collection marks a triumphant debut by Marc Bohan, new couturier for the House of Dior, who helps bring back the fashions of Prohibition days and the high style of the 60s. In these cocktail dresses, trim hips and crisply flaring skirts typify the overall trend for the season ahead. Compensating for the simplicity of line is an emphasis on the decorative accent, embroideries or pearls in generous measure. A wide spectrum of bright colors is also employed by Bohan, whose first show leaves no doubt a major new figure has arrived in the world of fashion. Downhill skiing at Garmisch in the German Alpine Championships. It's a fast, hard, and treacherous course, with top competitors setting a blazing pace. It takes extraordinary skill and experience, and sometimes even that's not enough. The course is some 4,100 yards long. That's over 2 miles and very steep. It's one of the most rugged downhills, one of the toughest runs in winter sports. Here's Fritz Wagenberger, one of the lucky few to finish, streaking for the line with a margin of 1.5 seconds over his nearest competitor. Narrow edge, but enough to win the downhill at Garmisch.